slice. Okay, look at that. So what is that? The muscularis mucosa, what is that? Lamina propria. I mean, think about what this is doing. Big bolus of food. You're trying to push it down your food tube, down your stomach. You have a big muscularis mucosa. What is that? These are glands in which layer? This is submucosa. What are these two big slabs of prime rib? Yeah, it's muscularis externa. The intercircular layer, the outer longitudinal layer. Okay. Let's take one more look at a higher magnification and we'll move on. That's pretty good. That's stratified squamous epithelium, lamina propria, muscularis mucosa. This is the submucosa. These are glands in the submucosa. That's intercircular layer, outer longitudinal layer of muscularis externa. And that's all I would ask. I would also ask, I mean, what part of the GI tract is this? And you would say, esophagus. Let's look at the stomach. The stomach has like 3 sections of it for the different regions, and you don't have to tell, oh, this is the pyloric antrum, this is the body, this is the blood. Don't worry about that. It's all stomach. That's all you have to know. So here's one slice. Here's another slice. Well, there's one slice, 2 slices, 3 slices. Ah, there you go. So you got 2 head to the side. On this one, you can see, let's just go over the layers of the GI tract wall. That's mucosa. What is this? Submucosa. And this is going to be muscularis externa. I like this slice for the gastric pit, gastric gland thing. I'm going to go in high mag on this one. It's 40x. Here's 100x. Yeah. If I point this out, where are you going to put it? Gastric pit or gland? It looks like a pit to me. Call it a gastric pit. Remember, in lecture I said the stuff deeper is what? Gland. So let me break this down. Stomach, I'm going to ask you in particular. Gastric gland. Yeah. What is that? You can't even see the glandular structure. There are like peptic cells in there, the chief cells. What's that? Muscularis mucosa. So what is this? At some point, these have to come automatic. Muscularis mucosa, submucosa. What layer of GI tract wall is this? This is all mucosa. This is all mucosa. What if I put a little right there? What is that? The pit. The pit. The glands are deep inside there. I mean, I could use this magnification. You just have to know by geometry or geography where it is. The pits are more up top. The muscularis mucosa here is this tissue. If this is muscularis mucosa, what is that? Lamina propria. This is submucosa. I mean, this whole thing is folded, a big fold of Brugge. Okay. This is muscularis externa. This is submucosa. Submucosa is a very loose connective tissue. You should be able to make out 3 layers of muscularis externa. I can kind of make it out. You see there's a division line here? I always go to the end Because at the end is where the tissues kind of break apart. It's a cheating way to figure out what's what. So what is that? Which one's the innermost? The oblique layer. And what is that one? Circular, and then outer longitudinal layer. You see right there, there's a natural break right there, kind of? Right there. So the outermost one is what? Longitudinal. The middle one is circular, and this one is oblique. Now, the next slice shows it better, I think. Okay, this shows it even better. What is that? Gastric pit. There's the muscularis mucosa there. What layer is that? That's the submucosa. So all of this is what? Muscularis externus. Now here, there's a break, literally. So what is that layer? That's the innermost oblique layer. So what is this? That's the circular layer, and this is the longitudinal layer out here. Okay. So you remember, this is a very low magnification. It's only 40x. You can see it. So, you know that from starting? Move on. Small intestine. There's 3 slices of small intestine here. Duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. You got to be able to tell what's what. There's one slice. There's another slice. There's another slice. This already. Doesn't hurt to be repetitive. For the jejunum, look for the intestinal crypts. But really, what do they call it? Crypts of lubricum with cells. This is like a piece of knowledge that will not do you any good in any other part of your life. It's part of the histology lecture, so there you go. We never have to tell a patient about principally between kind of cells. Malt will help you tell you if you're in the ileum. All right, so this is the duodenum. Let me point out the Brunner's gland. There's a submucosa right there. That's the Brunner's gland. Let's go to a higher magnification. First, I would orient yourself. Get your layers of GI tract wall right. There's the mucosa, submucosa, muscularis externa. This slide actually shows the serosa pretty well. And do you see 2 layers of muscularis externa? There's one. Nice, bright, smooth pink. But here's the submucosa, and all that stuff, those are the glands. Those are the Brunner's glands that secrete an alkaline mucus to keep you from getting an ulcer there. What comes next after duodenum? This is jejunum. Now, the thing about jejunum, I said look for the crypts. Remember I drew that picture on the board and I said villi, crypts, villi, crypts. Remember that? This is it. These are the villi. The mucosa is thrown in these finger-like folds called villi, like little, well, they look like fingers. The crypts are down here. The crypts, they replace all the cells that get sloughed off here. And actually, they secrete a lot of fluids to help, so you can easily absorb things as food moves along the lumen here. Let's take a close look at the crypts. Color's kind of off. Oh, that's better. This is what it should look like. So these are the villi. These are the crypts of lubricum with Pannick cells. Now, Pannick cells should be eosinophilic. Can we go to 400x? So these cells, they're all kind of stained this red color. I mean, those are Pannick cells. So these are the crypts of the Pannick cells.
Where's the parent cell?
All of these in the crypts.